Oh, my darling. Hello, my sweet.
A father's worst fear is losing his child. But what if that child was taken, thousands of miles away, with no way to reach her? What if the clock was ticking and every second brought her closer to an unthinkable fate? This is the nightmare Brian Mills must face. And he has only 96 hours to save his daughter before she disappears forever. Former CIA operative Brian Mills, Liam Neeson, lives a quiet life in Los Angeles, trying to rebuild his relationship with his 17-year-old daughter, Kim Maggie Grace. Though divorced from Lenore Famke Janssen, Brian remains devoted to Kim. At her birthday party, he gives her a karaoke machine, but her wealthy stepfather gifts her a horse, leaving Brian feeling overshadowed. Despite this, he longs to connect with her. He spends his days doing security jobs and keeping in shape, but his true priority is always Kim. Kim asks for permission to travel to Paris with her friend Amanda. Brian, ever cautious, is hesitant, citing safety concerns. Lenore, however, dismisses his worries, convincing him to sign the consent form. Before Kim leaves, Brian gives her a phone, emphasizing she must answer it no matter what. She promises, but her excitement clouds her judgment. As she departs, Brian's instincts tell him something is off, but he lets her go, unaware of the horror awaiting her. Kim and Amanda arrive in Paris, giddy with excitement. The city promises freedom, adventure, and an escape from parental rules. At the airport, they meet Peter, a charming young man who offers to share a taxi with them. Unbeknownst to the girls, Peter is a spotter for a human trafficking ring. He subtly extracts details about their stay, including their empty apartment. The girls, oblivious, invite him up for a drink, but Peter has all the information he needs.
I don't know who you are. My daughter go now, that'll be the end of it.
That evening, as Kim settles in, she calls Brian, excitedly telling him about the trip. Suddenly, Amanda is grabbed by intruders in the other room. Terrified, Kim watches as men storm in. Desperate, she whispers into the phone. Brian, now in full protective mode, gives her clear instructions to hide under the bed and describe what she sees. She fights back tears as she sees the intruders dragging Amanda's lifeless body. The men methodically search the apartment. Kim's breath quickens as heavy boots stop right in front of her. She grips the phone, knowing what's coming next. As the men find her, she screams while Brian calmly delivers his famous line, "I don't know who you are, but if you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you." The kidnapper coldly responds, "Good luck," before the call goes dead. Brian immediately springs into action. Years of training and instinct take over. He rushes to his old CIA contacts, quickly gathering intel on the traffickers. With only 96 hours before Kim disappears forever, Brian books a flight to Paris. Arriving, he wastes no time and tracks Peter, the spotter. Using his highly trained skills, he locates Peter at the airport, where he is scouting new victims. In a high-stakes pursuit, Peter attempts to escape but meets a deadly fate when he's run over by a truck. Brian, now left with little information, intensifies his search. With Peter dead, Brian turns to his old contact, Jean-Claude, a corrupt French official. He pressures Jean-Claude for intel on the trafficking ring. Using deception and brute force, Brian learns the girls are likely being held by an Albanian gang. He follows the lead to a construction site turned brothel, where he finds drugged and enslaved women. Among them, he finds Amanda, but it's too late. Overdosed, she lies lifeless. Fueled by rage, Brian eliminates the guards and rescues another girl, using her to find the gang's hideout. Brian infiltrates the Albanian hideout, disguised as a buyer. His brutal interrogation of the gang leader reveals Kim has been sold to an exclusive black market auction. Brian decimates the gang before heading to the auction location, where he sees Kim being presented to the highest bidder. Posing as a wealthy buyer, Brian sneaks in, his daughter's fate hanging in the balance. To be continued. And that's where we'll leave it. Will Brian make it in time? Or is Kim already lost to the underworld? If you want to know how Brian's relentless pursuit ends, be sure to check out Taken. With intense action, emotional stakes, and a father's unstoppable determination, it's no wonder this movie became a classic. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling movie breakdowns. Let us know in the comments which movie you want next. See you in the next recap.